Hello and welcome to today's edition of Top Rated Recruiter. I am Adam Conrad, founder and CXO of Great Recruiters, and I am joined here with Tyler West, one of our Q2 2024 top rated recruiters. Tyler, how are you doing today?
It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm happy to meet you today, Adam, and look forward to sharing the great work that Great Recruiters has helped me to accomplish.
Well, this is about sharing the great work that you're doing, and I'll tell you what, there's not a shortage. Tyler boasts a 4.87 star review, 201 reviews, 91% highly recommended, and that's a 4.87 rating, not reviews. So 201 reviews. But I got to tell you, as a reading through this, great experience. Would like to use him all the time. He's been a pleasure to work with. Fun, upbeat, always happy, excited to chat. I mean, obviously, the experience you're creating for your candidates is not going unnoticed, and they love working with you. So kudos on that, and definitely congratulations on being named Q2 2024 top rated recruiter. But before we really jump into it, give us a little background on yourself.
Yeah, so it's been a winding road to get to the position here at TNAA, and it started with Taco Tuesday of all places. I was at my favorite Taco Tuesday spot and overheard the table next to me talking about travel nurse across America and this biggest little industry that you had never heard of, and just kind of saddled up next to him and shared a margarita and learned about the industry and what recruiters do. But I started my career.
First of all, Tyler, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm going to say that's a recruiter at heart, because I remember as a recruiter myself, I hear someone say about an engineering job or an IT, and I just slide a little bit closer to the table, right? So you were born a recruiter, you just didn't know it.
You know what? I love this. It was one of the best conversations and decisions I've made in my life. And like I said, it was a winding road to get me here. I've been in healthcare all of my career, except for the very beginning when I had the chance to sing backup vocals for Ray Charles. That was the first kind of real job. And then after that, went to work for Congress in DC, working to build healthcare policy. And kind of lived at that 10,000 foot level for quite some time, and got to talk to folks who the system just wasn't quite meeting them where they needed to be met. So I thought, let's go home. Let's come back to Arkansas and let's get on the ground. And so I went to work for Hospice Home Care and was directing their volunteer program, and really got to know those patients at a really tough time, as they neared the end of their life. And meeting those families, it really kind of changed my perspective a lot. I'll never forget the real transformational moment was I was sitting with my team in my office watching the news as Hurricane Katrina just ravaged New Orleans, and we watched the levees break, and we thought, God, we got to do something. What can we do? And so we just started calling anybody that would answer the phone in New Orleans. I was calling members of Congress. I was calling FEMA. I ended up getting connected with air traffic control at Louis Armstrong Airport. How? I still don't know. They don't either, but they answered the phone and said, actually, we've got folks that need to get out of here. And so we started the largest air evacuation in the country. And I was on the first flight to and from New Orleans, and I was on with that husband and wife and a flight nurse, and man, it changed everything, Adam.
Wow.
Healthcare got real for me at that point. Yeah. And I still stay in touch with that patient's husband and with that flight nurse. We became great friends, but it really just kind of refocused who Tyler was in healthcare and what I wanted to do.
That's awesome. And how long have you been doing recruitment for?
So I started in August of 2019. So I got 6 months to get my feet wet before what happened.
Right. Well, and you joined not knowing what was going to happen, obviously. And so you've been through the ebbs and flows, and obviously you've come out, and some folks weren't able to, and just a different industry. So I mean, being able to bob and weave, obviously it sounds like you are nimble on your feet, can solve problems quickly, and this is like an industry that was like built for you.
In my interview with my SVP, she said, "So, like, what have been your challenges?" And I said, "I get bored really, really quickly." And she said, "Not a problem with travel healthcare recruiting, not a
Yeah.
problem."
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, unpack a little bit. Who are the folks that you help the most within the staffing industry? What are the types of roles and types of positions that you focus on primarily?
So registered nurses in a stack setting, in a hospital setting, and surgical techs in an OR. I live pretty only in those two lanes. And it allows me to really stay focused and be smart about, or at least hopefully get smart about what those registered nurses and those surge techs actually need from me on a daily basis.
Right, right. And that's nationwide. You're doing searches nationwide, or are you regionalized?
Nationwide. Today I'm looking. I've got 4,200 jobs open. So yeah, and that's from Hawaii to Alaska to the coast of Canada and Maine down to Florida.
All over there. That's great. And help me understand, how has Great Recruiters helped you as a recruiter?
Yeah, so it's helped me in a lot of ways. I was really excited whenever we launched this partnership with you guys. First and foremost, it's my report card. Like I tell when these reviews come in, I tell folks, look, be honest. Let me know what I'm doing well, and let me know what I can get better at. So
Yeah,
I use it as a report card for me to get better at my job. Look, I'm looking for the best professionals to work with as travelers. I dang well better show up with my best as well. And Great Recruiters really has allowed me to identify areas where I can improve. It also tells new folks. I mean, look, there's a ton of options for those travelers out there looking for
right,
representation in an
right,
agency.
right.
This is real data. We can't alter this in any way. So it gives new travelers who might be anxious about getting
Sure.
into travel. It gives them some perspective on what it's like to get started with me.
Well, that's great. And what does being named top rated recruiter mean to you?
Oh man, I have a blast doing this job. Like you mentioned, I was built for this job. I love it. And to know that I have reached this level of distinction. I was sharing this with some of my travelers. Obviously, when I heard about it, I was really excited, and I realized really quickly that it's not a me award; it's a we award. My travelers who I have the pleasure of working with every day,
Yeah,
we just work really, really well together, and we communicate well. I said to this one traveler, it's rare, and it's really, really special when you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing at the exact time you're supposed to be doing it,
yeah.
exactly where you're supposed to be doing it. And
Well,
to
that's great.
recognize that is a special moment. And that's really what this means to me.
Yeah. And what do you think it means to those travelers that you worked with? What do you think it means to them?
I'm getting chills because when I shared this information with them, like I even had one that like she got emotional. She was like, "Tyler, you work so hard. You have earned this. Congratulations." So to them, I think they know. At least I hope that they knew before this that I wake up every day intentional and I give it my all every single day. And so I think they're really, really proud to be on my team.
No, that's great. And I probably already know the answer to this, but what can candidates expect working with Tyler for the first time?
so so a couple of things. I'm going to over communicate, and I'm going to want you to over communicate. Don't be afraid to tell me anything. If something's going on while you're on assignment with me, don't wait until it gets bad. Over communicate. Let me get ahead of problems. So you can expect me to do the same, but really you can expect me and ask any new recruiter that you're considering working with a question that a lot of nurses don't forget to ask. Ask them, what are your core values? What do you wake up and do every day actually? And if they can't tell you pretty quickly what the core values are, there's a problem there. But I know every single day working with me, you're going to know that I wake up to obsess over your experience, to own our relationship. When things are going well, we're going to celebrate it together. When things get bumpy, we're going to ride it out together. And to defend the culture that I have built, that TNAA has encouraged me to build and taught me to build with my team of travelers on assignment. Those are the values that I wake up and I live and die by them every single day.
and this is the public service announcement. You probably heard it before. For those who have tuned in, and I'm just going to say, there are a lot of recruiters out there in the industry, and I'm here to tell you. And the reason why Great Recruiters existed and why this was built was to help the cream rise to the top, not just for those recruiters, but more importantly, for the candidates and clients out there that want to work with the best, that want to work with the great ones, because there is not a shortage of choices that you have, but you now have a choice. You can work with just any recruiter, or you can work with a great recruiter like Tyler, supported by a great organization like TNAA. And, you make the choice of what's best for you. There's not one size that fits all. But if you're looking for somebody who's going to wake up wanting to make the experience that you have great every single day, don't hesitate to reach out to Tyler. And just again, I love the passion that you bring to this. I love the fact that you didn't fall into it. You kind of like wedged yourself into a conversation to get in there,
Totally.
which I absolutely love. And man, I can just tell what it means to you, and it means so much to me to hear it from you, knowing that it means so much. And just again, I wanted to congratulate you on being named top rated recruiter for Q2 2024, and just wish you all the continued success throughout the year and throughout your career, Tyler.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time today, Adam, and shout out to all the travelers who are on assignment with me. Let's keep having fun doing this job.
I love it. What a great way to end it. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.